Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K, and this is the year of 2020 reading. Welcome if you are new. Welcome back to those of you whom have been with me from the very beginning, to those of you whom have liked, shared, and subscribed, and to those of you whom have donated. Keep this channel up and running. Thank you so very much. All right, so I'm going to be starting out with the Daily Guidance from Your Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. And I am going to lay one card to represent each month from January 2020 on into and through December of 2020. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels. Okay, so Sagittarius, in January of 2020, for some reason there are worries. And Spirit is saying, trust in Spirit to guide you to the highest, best path. For worry will prevent you from moving forward towards the positive. Now, in February of 2020, this Sagittarius is forgiving another. Maybe you held on to something, Sagittarius, and it has made you worry. And this worry is blocking the ability for your energies to flow. In career, finance, wherever you may have recognized some form of stagnancy, a need to forgive. For others, know not what they do. For some of you, in March, you may be expecting a child, a grandchild, or dealing with a situation involving a child. Now in April, we have go for it. So you may be meeting up with someone, as you can see, that is a new mother. And Spirit saying absolutely go towards that connection and reward yourself by being around the energies of children. Wow. March, April, May. Now in June, you have the listening energies to kind of calm yourself from all of this activity and to give thanks. For in July of 2020, you have the release and surrender energies to fully release old worries. For as you open your heart to the blessings you already have in your life, family and friends, in August of 2020, you may recognize the signs that situations involving children, grandchildren, have somehow gone full circle. It's like a new beginning, new beginnings. I see younger mothers and children here, new exciting beginnings. So take time to listen and to observe the blessings in your life. For there's nothing to worry about this year. It is just a time to release and surrender to the energies of worry, to rid yourself by handing them to Spirit and by just praying to Spirit that old worries can now be completely distinguished, is what I heard. So in October of 2020, we have a lot of joy here. Happiness because you have cleansed and detoxified old energies that you needed to let go of. So in November of 2019, we have a change in direction. We have the stork. So this is about giving birth to a person, place, circumstance, situation, environment, project, or idea. Moving into a new direction so you can reward yourself, so you can maybe have children in your space, move to a new space. There's going to be a change in direction. And in December, a desire to trust in spirit that this new direction is what's meant to be. Wow. So by the end of December 2020, this Sagittarius may be contemplating a new direction after much thought, freeing yourself about and surrendering energies of worry as you pay attention to the signs and synchronicities having to do with children and change, having to do with family and new directions. Pray to Spirit. Some Sagittariuses, I don't know if you have created a project yet, but you've been guided to in the number 3 year of 2019. And now, through your steady progress of whatever you're working on, you are going to draw a lot of attention your way. Recognition. You're a parent now. You're a grandparent now. Yes. Bridging yourself, I'm hearing, into the direction of changes regarding home, love, family. This is beautiful, Sag. For clarification, I'm going to bring in the Rider-Waite deck. Again, for this Sagittarius during the year of 2020. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. Okay, so for some of you in January of 2020, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, you may be worried about your money, your abundance, your budget. You may be working really hard when you don't need to, because Spirit's saying if you trust and have faith in them, Spirit will provide you with enough. So those are some thoughts here in January. Now in February, it's time to lay down a path where there was frustration, where there was a lot of intensity having to do with home or business. Feeling like you were doing all the work. There's nothing to worry about. You have an opportunity to forgive in February, as children are going to bring you together with another or others. So it is not time in March to cry over spilt milk, but to recognize the beautiful blessings in your life. People, places, family, kids. It is definitely time in the first 4 months into April of 2020 for you to recognize what it is you've been sent to this earth to be remembered for. To recognize what it is you want to manifest and create, for Spirit is saying, go for it. So maybe you guys are creating something for a child or a situation that involves children and family or family. Yeah. Okay. So in May, we have a Sag who is either in connection with an Empress energy, someone who is a motherly, caring, giving, spiritual energy, and reward yourself, giving birth to. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of information here. That's, I think Spirit's saying, listen in May and June about what it is you want to manifest. Do something that really fulfills you and grounds you, for you have the Empress energies to give birth to any idea, project, hobby, gift, talent, or skill that you so choose. You've got the Magician energies to be able to manifest something, and Spirit is nudging you to go for it. To really just listen as you ground yourself and work on something to your thoughts. Again, some of you may be dealing with someone who has water in her chart, who's very intuitive and spiritual, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Do I want to give birth to a connection with and to this person or not? And in July, here you are in your element Sagittarius, July of 2020. Looking at life as though it is working like a well-oiled machine, everything flowing beautifully. And this energy in July gives you the strength to release and heal old thoughts, worries, concerns. for you're beginning to recognize in August of 2020, Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, that through your efforts, whatever it is you are putting your passionate energy into, you will start to recognize signs that your ship is coming in. So there's a lot of very passionate energy here with the Lovers. I'm also feeling like this major arcana represents people who have Gemini in their chart. So it could be that there is a child here who has the Gemini energies, or maybe there's a couple children here that have kind of blocked things from moving forward in some way. And this is the year to know that eventually this too shall pass. In fact, I just said that to Scorpio or Libra. But now it's the time to cleanse yourself and forgive all that had transpired. Put your energy into what you want to manifest, and know that as you put your passionate energy into the new, you can cleanse and heal from old situations or circumstances. You will feel joy as you speak your truth. As you set goals and intentions for yourself, you're going to feel energies of joy because you have cut away a situation that had to do with the Gemini. It's like this Gemini has grown up now, and you are starting to feel energies of joy by October of 2020. In November, now we have changing direction. Contemplating what you want to continue to give birth to, which direction you're giving birth to. So Spirit stepping in November of 2020 to help you, Sag, to make the highest, best decision. For some of you will be ready to move into a new direction, and you just are waiting for a little more clarity. Which way should I go? Which path is the right one for me? Should I or shouldn't I? So, to reiterate, in January, we have somebody who's putting a lot of effort in. They're wanting to lay a path down. It could be a passionate path. It could have to do with home or business because it's been a lot of work. And in February, Spirit's saying just forgive and let go. Appreciate the blessings you have. For there will be children in your vicinity from March, April, May. There is the manifestation of blessings with the Empress, maybe someone giving birth. Coming back into connection with someone who's a very motherly, caring, giving energy, listening to Spirit about maybe someone who has water in her chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or, yes. So there's a shift in perspective here as you give thanks and listen. In the first half of 2020, Spirit is saying, release and surrender that which you are worried about. For by July of 2020, you're going to start to see signs and synchronicities when it comes to what you're putting your effort into. So time and energy into something will keep you occupied as you wait for clarity, as you cleanse and detox from that which may not have been healthy or that which may have been difficult. For some, you need to cleanse and detoxify from a passionate connection, because you're not appreciating not only another person in your life, but maybe a situation whereby children are involved. So in October, it's time to get clear about what balances you out, what makes you happy after listening to your intuition. Some of you want to head into a new direction because of attention and recognition, and Spirit saying, wait for the truth. That's why by the end of 2020, we have the ask energies from Spirit. Yeah. On the bottom of the deck, Spirit saying, yes, there has been a struggle, but you have evolved and you are to the point where you are going to find you're above this, and now you can walk into renewal. So if you're in a relationship, you can renew that commitment partnership after some difficulty, after some healing, after some changes regarding others that may be in your family connection. But Spirit's also saying, be careful, wait for clarity and truth. You are not stuck or trapped in a situation, but be careful of energies of temptation. For there could be a passionate connection at the end of the year that's going to confuse you. I feel like this Sag is trying to change an emotional partnership or connection with someone because they've been feeling too much pressure. And this may cause in 2020 for the Sag to not appreciate their circumstances, but Spirit's advising the Sagittarius to really listen to your intuition, to focus on the manifestation of what really fulfills you. For this process will help cleanse you as time passes. And then you can feel joyful and clear about a new direction. But make sure, because I see Cupid over here, you know where your arrow is pointed, that you make the highest, best decision in November or December, and that if you're feeling at an imbalance about a partnership, relationship, see only love, for there's a situation here that is a blessing. And there will be a happily ever after. For on the bottom of the Rider-Waite deck, we have the 10 of Cups. Assert yourself so that you can decide when you want to come into commitment, partnership, engagement, or marriage. There's a beautiful Empress energy here, and I feel like she's doing the best she can, whether this is a mother figure, a partner. Listen to Spirit. Continue to put your effort in, for this too shall pass. And then there will be a change in direction. But there'll be a little bit of an imbalance in December because of change. It'll be time for a new chapter. If you're single, forgive whoever you needed to forgive, because 2020 is all about a new solid foundation in your life. Some may be feeling unfulfilled in the area of love because of a child in a situation or a relationship. Manifest whatever information you need so you can decide on which direction to go towards next. For some of you, release and surrender to this fire sign like you, Sagittarius or Leo. For your ship is coming in, and slowly but surely as you cleanse and detoxify yourself from a situation involving a child, emotional difficulty of sorts, eventually joy is going to transpire for you. And then there'll be new directions and new decisions at the end of the year. For some reason, on the bottom of the deck, Spirit's saying this, pardon me, Sagittarius is going to recognize that this whole journey is resulting in a blessing in disguise. I know you can't see that very well. So see only love and ground yourself. For as you guys plan your future, you're going to give off a bright, beautiful aura, and you need to be clear with others about your boundaries this year. Because for some of you, you are with who you're meant to be with. And for others, if you're single, you might come into connection with someone in July, again, who has fire in their chart like you, or there's a passionate connection and you may be contemplating coming into connection with someone who has air in their chart, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And that's what makes you change a direction. Some may be comparing from July to October between a fire sign and an air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, or Leo, or they have that in their chart. Okay, for clarification for this Sag energy, I'm going to bring in the Wisdom of the House of Night deck by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reed. This ought to be interesting. Yeah. So in January, we have a Sagittarius that is worrying about, I'm putting so much energy in. Should I move on in my own personal direction with my own goals and intentions? And in February, should I lay down a path in passion, home, business, finance, career? Now we do have an opportunity to forgive. Laying down a situation regarding home and family, wanting to move into a new direction, but then deciding you need to forgive yourself or another, for they know not what they do. In March, we have a child and someone who is just not fulfilled. And so Spirit's saying in the first 3 months even, it's time to remain loyal to what you want to create for yourself, for it will get you beyond a path of unfulfillment or unfulfilling circumstances, for they're only going to be there for a little while. By April, you can manifest something wonderful for yourself that you truly enjoy, that you were meant to do, and Spirit's advice is to go for it. Remember, you have control with the summoning energies over who and or what you want to summon into your journey and who or what you do not want to summon into your journey. So in May, we have the Empress energy. Reward yourself by giving birth to time. I feel like somebody needs to take some time and devote themselves to the manifestation of something in your own time and space, an hour or two each evening. For this is going to ground you and it's going to help for you to open up to your intuition, for some of you, to make a decision about someone who may, with the moon energies, have Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but I'm feeling Pisces strongly in their chart in June. So in July, you may be guided to just enjoy the day today, give thanks to the blessings, the things you are working on, and to release and surrender this desire to take a risk and hop, skip, and jump off a cliff, to run into a new direction. For by August of 2020, you're going to recognize that your ship is coming in. Some of you have been maybe putting energy into a passionate connection, so you could lay down an old passionate connection, and now your ship is coming in and you're recognizing the signs of chaos. If I take a risk, will I be bringing chaos into my life in August? So in September of 2020, we have energies of cleansing and detoxifying from a passionate connection that was not built on a solid foundation. We have a Sag who is recognizing with the tombstone energies that you've been here and done this. You're looking at some form of temptation and you are being reminded to cleanse and detoxify because you know how this will turn out. Instead, by October, we have joy, playfulness, and the ability to stand clear with your boundaries regarding others. Finding clarity and making the right decision, not only on your own behalf, but on the behalf of others. For you are not stuck or trapped. You just need to make a decision. For messages are going to come. Somebody here needs to be careful because you could draw chaos into your life if you take a risk. Instead, take an oath to yourself to free your mind and wait on spirit before making a decision. For the choices angel will be flying in this year. I'm trying to get a month. I feel like April through September. So the choices angel is saying, are you going to make a good choice or a bad choice? Wait for spiritual guidance. Focus on your visions. Put your passionate energy into hobbies, gifts, talents, skills. For at some point in time, you may be coming into connection with the Princess of Earth, which could be an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, and recognize that in order to move forward, you have to either bring a conclusion to a current circumstance or bring a conclusion to the connection with that Earth sign. That Spirit's saying be careful on where you place your focus, for someone may not see things from the same perspective. You have the strength to surpass a situation that may not ever work out. So it's time to honor your truth and be honest with yourself. It's okay to be playful, but it's very important, especially in the second half of 2020, if you're in a commitment or partnership, to free your mind or to speak your truth about your boundaries. Wow. See only love. Love is patience and kindness, but don't take any risks until you obtain the clarity that is waiting for you in October and November of 2020. For in the end, you may realize that you're already with the right one, but that you just went through a bump. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to close by bringing in one card from the Oracle of Visions deck by Cheryl Marcetti. Closing message representing the entire year for whichever Sagittarius I'm reading for during the yearly reading of 2020. Yeah, it's a time to find balance. It's a time to allow others to help you to find balance, to watch for energies of trying to manifest some form of fantasy because of memories of the past, for there is something that should be resisted. There is some form of spiritual realization that needs to be had this year, to recognize what you've learned in the past and who you are today, and that it takes time and effort to manifest your dream. So you have the key to success to figuring out where harmony or what harmony means to you moving forward, especially in the second half of 2020. For new goals and intentions, a new clear direction is what you're going to start to manifest or understand about yourself. You're going to know what this new direction is. And I think you're going to lay down an old journey or an old test that happens, again, maybe July, August, September, that causes you to waste time. And that could cause you to make a decision that would be frowned upon by others. So there's a test this year. But there are blessings in disguise as well. Before I close, I'm just going to actually bring in the Gypsy Oracle deck to clarify the blessing in disguise energy. Sorrow, sweetheart, friend, joyfulness, arrogance, and the truth. Journeying to receive something as you pleasure seek. Wanting to celebrate with someone regarding children or a connection to the past. Feeling energies of despair. Recognizing that all you are going to be drawing towards you, whichever Sagittarius is misfortune. And feeling trapped again. So, Spirit's really advising this, Sag, to put your energy into a hobby, gift, talent, or skill, learning something new, focusing on building something, creating something, and just leaving things in the area of playfulness until you can find the clarity and balance you need. There's something that needs to be cleansed, an old unhealthy pattern, behavior, or cycle. And then you'll be clear enough to make the highest, best decision as things start to change, as you go into new directions with or without another. And that's going to be an independent personal reading at the end of the year of 2020. Oh, I could just keep going. So should these messages resonate, you have, you need or are asking or are in desire of knowing more information here, feel free to write me at my email for a personal reading. My email address is josiek42@gmail.com. And I am now offering the 2020 yearly readings, and my price list will be in the box below. Thank you so much to those of you whom have liked, shared, and subscribed, to those of you whom have donated, and most importantly, to those of you who've been gifting these readings to others. It's been really, really awesome. Take care and Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. God bless.